What's going on, everybody? Hope to another free Ryan's Radar chart analysis. Uh, this morning was actually pretty good. The moves that we wanted to happen played out. We had a continuation down on EU. We had continuation moves on EU or GU, and uh, UJ actually just consolidated. Right, didn't really do anything. Had this one more bullish, but I ended up getting out of it this morning because of the lack of movement. I just saw it really not doing shit, so I got out. But let's get right into what we're seeing for tonight. So it is midweek reversal time, right? It's Wednesday, technically going into Thursday trading day. This is when price really starts to start showing signs of reversals, but at the moment we don't really see any of that, right? Based on the higher time frames, price is still looking to continue. Now it is hitting some pivotal points on the daily time frame, on the 4 hour time frames for potential hesitations in the market. But what I see based on these lower time frames, like the 1 hour and whatnot, and the 4 hour, I want to see price ideally drop down into this daily demand zone and then see some sort of reversal play out, right? Because mind you, we have heavy news tomorrow in the morning. We have what is it, Euro news going at 4 a.m. and then we have USD news at 7:30, and I'm Central, so add an hour to that. That's Eastern. But ideally, we could either see price push up for the reversal, or we could see some consolidation for Asian session where price doesn't really do anything, and then after Asian session happens, going into London and New York, then we see the price really move down and then up, right? So we just got to really be careful of how we go about doing this. If you are a New York trader, just simply wait, honestly, because you wait too early and see which direction it goes. If it goes up, the colors I draw here, green means bullish, red means bearish first, and then this one ends up going bullish a little bit, but it starts out like this, and then but doesn't finish like this, so it could go back down. Actually, I probably should make this a little bit cleaner where it kind of drops again, and I'll draw this red so that it's obvious. But red means down, but and the yellow is kind of like indecisive. Right? I don't know. I don't. This is the least likely move I would see. We do have a trend line here, so there's trend line liquidity, right? They're going to trap traders here, and they are going to eventually go up and grab liquidity at each point because they want to, right? That's how the banks and the institutions and the AI itself make the money. But I think we're going to see that push down before they actually make that a full reversal. So looking for an extended push down tonight and then a potential reversal going into either late New York session or during early New York session tomorrow or the following day for NFP, right? So just got to be careful. GBPUSD, similar thing. Uh, these pairs like to throw very divergent setups. And mind you, this thing is still bullish on like the higher time frames. Although the weekly is looking rather more like a engulfing setup, but it can still push up. It just looks like it wants to keep pushing down at the moment, which leads me to believe that we will see some sort of continuation. Now, price on here is at the daily demand. I think it's going to push down a little bit farther to reach down to this 4 hour zone, right? Because there's nothing here. There's no setup. The TDI is still showing downward momentum. The 1 hour is still showing downwards momentum. It's overbought or oversold here. But like, look, the whole volatility band, all of it is beneath the 50 stationary 50, which leads me to believe that we are just going to see a gradual continuation and then the biggest momentum and volatility open up during New York. So we just got to really pay attention to this and see how it works. But ultimately, I want to see a continuation drop, maybe a slight pullback up. If not, it'll just consolidate where it's at and then just drop, be a straightaway drop. So something either similar to what happened last night or just a straight drop. It's ideally what I'm seeing playing out. And then when New York comes around, we might want to look for reversals, or it could just, say screw what Ryan said and continue to drop regardless down to like this 1 hour blueberry, which is the 4 hour Mayo. It's hard to tell because it's in the overall higher time frame range, so it can really do whatever it wants. And then if we go to UJ is kind of in the middle too. It's indecisive. It could go up to reach these supply points, then drop. It could go down to reach these demand points, then go up. I'm not really focused on it. It's currently throwing a wedge pattern right now. It's not really an ascending triangle. I mean, it technically could be if we take all these other highs here, and these would all just be equal highs. So ideally, we want to take it out, but I've seen this setup happen last week, and all it did was drop. So I'm curious. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with this. I'm not mainly focused on this pair anymore. I'm mainly just focused on the first four I went over. So that's well, I mainly focus on EU, GU, AU, and NZD, USD, and sometimes gold, but mainly just these four. I don't really focus on UJ anymore. I'm doing it now because I'm doing it for free for you guys. But other than that, I don't really see what could be happening here. This could drop early on as the quote unquote pullback, and then we could see it where it can just go up and then down. Really all depends. News is going to play a big part in that, but that's what we're looking at for tonight. Just be careful, like I said, of the news and be patient. And if you're trading AUD news, there's AUD news. If you're watching this right after I post it in the next 22 minutes, if not, then you'll see how it played out. So everyone have a great rest of your night. I don't do these calls on Thursday. Tomorrow I won't do them. No, I'll do them. I won't do. Do I do them on Thursdays? Yeah, I'll do it. I usually just did them. I used to do them like 3 days a week, and sometimes I don't do it, but I'm still making up my mind. I might do it for NFP. I don't know. All right. With that being said, I will see you guys soon and make a killing in the markets. Be safe, risk what you can, and let's get some money. Peace out, guys.